This countdown covers 10 revolvers ideal for daily concealed carry, focusing on features that matter to older shooters. Let's begin at number 10. Rock Island's M206. Spurless is a small revolver that merges simple design with proven strength. Chambered in .38 Special, it uses a compact frame for easy concealment, which seniors often appreciate. At about 25 ounces, it has enough mass to dampen recoil, reducing strain on the hands. The Spurless hammer design lowers snag risks when drawn from a pocket or purse. Its fixed sights, though basic, suffice for short-range defense. With 5 rounds in the cylinder, it may not rival semi-automatics in capacity, but it offers consistent firing. The steel construction and parkerized finish boost durability, making it a cost-effective choice for daily use. Many owners find the double-action trigger manageable, though some prefer lighter springs. Even so, M206's reliability stands out. This revolver typically retails at an affordable price, which appeals to budget-minded shooters seeking a no-frills solution. Spare parts are easy to find. While the M206's barrel is 2 inches, it delivers acceptable accuracy for standard defensive ranges. Seniors who test it at the range often praise its manageable recoil with standard pressure loads. For weaker hands, a +P load might feel snappy, but typical .38 cartridges remain easy to handle. The gun's small profile suits belt or pocket carry, though a proper holster is recommended for secure retention. Maintenance is straightforward. A simple cleaning routine keeps the revolver in fine shape. Trigger pull can be stiff for first-timers, but it breaks in nicely. Many appreciate the Spurless hammer for snag-free draws, though it also means no single-action cocking. Ultimately, if you value function over extras, the M206 Spurless stands out as a loyal companion. Others prefer fancier grips or add-ons, but for day-to-day protection, this Rock Island gem covers the essentials without piling on cost. Rock Island's no-nonsense design sets the standard now. Let's see if the 642's featherweight build can make concealed carry even smoother. Smith & Wesson's 642 Airweight is a long-standing favorite among those seeking a lightweight concealed carry revolver. Built on the well-known J frame, it uses a lightweight alloy for the frame and stainless steel for the barrel and cylinder. Chambered in .38 Special and rated for +P, it delivers respectable power without becoming unmanageable. Weighing around 14.6 ounces, it's easy to keep on you all day. The enclosed hammer design reduces snags when drawing from pockets or purses, an advantage seniors appreciate for smooth deployment. Though the integral sights are basic, they do the job within standard self-defense ranges. The 5-round cylinder may not match the capacity of modern semi-automatics, yet it maintains reliable firing. Many owners highlight the 642's simple operation: load, point, and pull the trigger. That streamlined approach can benefit those who want minimal complications in stressful moments. While recoil can be slightly sharper due to the revolver's low weight, many find standard .38 loads manageable. Seniors with joint issues may still prefer softer practice ammo before moving to stronger defensive rounds. The 642's double-action-only trigger is firm, yet consistent, reducing accidental discharges. Some shooters eventually swap grips for more comfort, though the factory rubber grips are decent. Durability is generally high, especially if you stick to recommended loads. Maintenance involves routine cleaning of powder residue around the forcing cone and cylinder. Smith & Wesson's track record also offers peace of mind. Priced moderately, the 642 remains a well-regarded choice for those wanting a snag-free, everyday carry option. If you value proven design and minimal fuss, the 642 might fit your lifestyle. After a smooth draw with the 642, can a more modern design deliver extra comfort and style? With the 642's streamlined simplicity, imagine a revolver that adds a bit more heft for extra power. The EAA Vindicator, produced by Weirock in Germany, is known for its robust build and adaptability. Offered in both .38 Special and .357 Magnum variants, the Vindicator suits those who want either mild or strong recoil management. Weighing around 28 ounces for the snub-nose model, it's heavier than some polymer-framed revolvers, but that extra mass helps soak up recoil. Seniors often find that beneficial for repeated shots. With a steel frame, this revolver can handle a variety of loads without issues. The cylinder typically holds 6 rounds, giving you a slight capacity edge over many 5-shot competitors. The grips are rubberized and shaped to offer a comfortable hold, though some might opt for aftermarket grips. A short 2-inch barrel ensures discreet carry, though muzzle energy is lower at extended distances. Accuracy at close range remains respectable. Many Vindicator owners note that its double-action trigger is somewhat heavy but manageable once you get used to the break. The single-action mode can be crisp if you cock the hammer first, though a spurless configuration is not standard. Sight setup typically includes a fixed rear notch and a simple front blade. Maintenance is easy. A basic wipe down and a brush through typically suffice, though you'll want to pay attention to the cylinder crane area. The moderate price point appeals to budget-minded seniors who still want reliability. Some users compare it favorably with pricier brands. If you appreciate a classic steel revolver that mitigates recoil while giving you an extra round or two, the Vindicator could be the right match. What if rapid, snag-free draws are your true need? Next, the Bodyguard revolver is built for quick, safe action. Smith & Wesson's Bodyguard revolver in .38 Special is designed specifically for concealed carry. Featuring a polymer upper frame housing with a steel cylinder and barrel, it merges lightness with strength. Weighing about 14.3 ounces, this 5-shot revolver is easy to tuck away in a pocket holster. Seniors who struggle with heavy firearms appreciate the Bodyguard's balanced approach. Some models include an integrated laser from Crimson Trace, aiding in quick target acquisition. That can be valuable if your eyesight is not what it used to be. With a fully enclosed hammer, snag risks are minimal. Trigger pull is typically double action only, meaning you won't cock the hammer manually. While that can feel heavier, it also reduces the chance of accidental discharge. The cylinder release is top-mounted near the rear sight, an unusual but ambidextrous-friendly design that might take some practice. Accuracy with standard .38 loads is adequate for self-defense distances. Recoil remains moderate, though not as mild as heavier revolvers. If you add +P ammo, the snap can increase. So many seniors stick to standard pressure rounds. Maintenance is simple. Keep the cylinder pivot clean and occasionally check screws. The polymer portion is sturdy enough for daily bumps, and the matte finish helps conceal minor scratches. The Bodyguard's small grip works for quick draws, but might feel cramped for larger hands. Some users swap grips for better control. Pricing runs in the mid-range, especially if you choose a laser-equipped model. Many seniors appreciate the overall user-friendly design. If the Bodyguard offers solid safety and speed, you may wonder if a classic design with a modern twist can top it. Stay tuned. An extraordinary revolver with a modern approach is just around the corner. The Colt Cobra revives a classic name in revolvers. Chambered in .38 Special and rated for +P, this 6-shot wheel gun offers a step up from 5-round counterparts. Seniors often appreciate the extra capacity, particularly for added peace of mind. Weighing around 25 ounces, the Cobra is neither ultralight nor overly heavy, striking a balance that tames recoil while remaining manageable. The frame is stainless steel, giving it durability and a polished appearance. A comfortable rubber grip helps cushion the backstrap area, which is vital for arthritic hands. The double-action trigger breaks smoothly, though some users find the pull a tad long. Single-action firing can deliver tight groups if you decide to cock the external hammer. Colt also updated the geometry of internal parts, improving reliability and timing compared to older generation snub-nose revolvers. Drawing from a holster or pocket is relatively snag-free, though the exposed hammer does require attention. Some seniors prefer the hammered version for single-action accuracy, while others might opt for a bobbed or spurless hammer if available. The front sight is typically a red fiber optic or ramp, paired with a fixed rear notch. At typical defensive ranges, this setup works fine. Maintenance is not complicated. A simple brush through the chambers, a wipe down of the frame, and occasional lubrication. Pricing is somewhat higher than budget models, but you're paying for the Colt brand and refined action. If you want a well-balanced revolver that blends tradition with mild upgrades, the Cobra stands out. With 6 rounds and a fairly comfortable grip, it suits seniors seeking a straightforward daily companion. Now, can a performance-tuned revolver beat that while staying user-friendly? Colt Cobra's heritage and balanced feel raise the bar. Now, can a polished, performance-tuned revolver like the 442 do even better? Smith & Wesson's Performance Center 442 is a high-grade version of the popular 442 Airweight. Tuned by skilled gunsmiths, it boasts a smoother trigger pull, a polished two-tone finish, and refined internals. Chambered in .38 Special Plus P capable, this 5-round revolver weighs about 15 ounces, maintaining easy carry for seniors. The enclosed hammer design keeps pockets and clothing free of snags. Owners often note how the polished cylinder flutes and thumbpiece add a premium look, while the crisp, non-stacking trigger helps keep shots on target. Some variants come with laser grips or upgraded sights, further enhancing accuracy. If your hands lack strength, the Performance Center tuning can lighten the perceived pull. That said, it still demands consistent pressure for safe double-action firing, which reduces mishaps under stress. The black ramp front sight and integral rear remain minimal but functional. Recoil can be brisk with Plus P ammo, though the improved action and high polish finish imply an upper-tier product. Seniors may value the enhanced reliability, though the cost is higher than standard 442 models. Still, the comfortable grip and slick trigger might justify the price. Field stripping a small revolver is straightforward. Open the cylinder, eject spent casings, and wipe down carbon deposits. The Performance Center model typically retails at a level that sits between standard production guns and full custom jobs. For those who want a bit more refinement in a tried-and-true carry piece, this special 442 is worth considering. Some question whether the added expense truly boosts performance in real-world scenarios, but many owners feel the intangible benefits, like confidence and pride, make a difference. If the 442 proves fancy, the next revolver merges tradition with heavy-duty power. Ruger's LCR shook up the concealed carry market with its modern approach to revolver design. By combining a steel cylinder with a polymer fire control housing and an aluminum or steel frame, depending on the caliber, this revolver cuts weight without compromising strength. Available in various calibers, from .38 Special Plus P to .357 Magnum, seniors often find the .38 version friendlier. Weighing around 13.5 ounces for the .38 model, it's effortless to carry in a pocket or on a belt. The friction-reducing cam in its trigger system can yield a smoother pull than many older snub-nose revolvers. The Hogue Tamer Mono Grip helps cushion recoil, an important detail for arthritic wrists. Sight options typically involve a pinned ramp front and a fixed rear notch. While not fancy, they're adequate for the close distances at which most self-defense encounters unfold. Maintenance is simple: swing out the cylinder, wipe it, and clear residue near the forcing cone. Seniors like that, the polymer fire control unit is rust-resistant, so daily sweat or humidity does minimal harm. The double-action-only mechanism ensures no exposed hammer, reducing snag hazards. If you want extra capacity, the .327 Federal Magnum variant holds 6 rounds, though the ammo cost can be higher. Some owners add a front night sight or fiber optic rod to improve low-light aim. The LCR's key selling point remains its mix of comfort, reliability, and updated materials. Its price runs moderate, reflecting Ruger's modern design approach. If you prefer a revolver that genuinely reduces recoil and stays light in the holster, the LCR might outshine older designs. Modern efficiency meets a wild twist as we transition from the LCR to a revolver that dares to mix shotgun fire with traditional rounds. Welcome, the bold Taurus Judge. Taurus introduced the Judge to fire both 45 Colt and 410 shotgun shells, sparking a wave of marketing around its "Court is in Session" theme. Despite the novelty, the Judge can weigh around 29 ounces in polymer form or more with steel frames. The extra size is necessary to accommodate .410 shells, which can hamper concealment. Many seniors do like the option of a .45 Colt for everyday use, since recoil is manageable in a heavier gun. The .110 shot pattern from a short barrel, however, can be inconsistent. Some load patterns are too wide too quickly, limiting effective range. The double-action trigger feels typical for Taurus, slightly heavy but passable. The elongated cylinder allows quick recognition that you're handling something out of the ordinary. Fiber optic front sights are common, which helps aim in dim settings. Many Judge owners invest in extra modifications, like ported barrels or fancy finishes. That might raise costs, but doesn't always fix fundamental issues. Seniors with weaker grip strength might find the weight comforting for recoil dampening, but stressful to hold for extended periods. The cylinder capacity is 5 rounds, not a big jump from smaller .38 revolvers. Some people love the psychological factor of brandishing a shotgun revolver, but real-world ballistic tests show limited gains at typical self-defense ranges. The plus side, .45 Colt ammo remains widely available, giving you a decent big-bore round. If you load .410, you may pay more per shot with uncertain stopping power. The Judge's broad shape can also make pocket carry unrealistic. After seeing the Judge's hype, let's examine a revolver built purely for raw stopping power in a more conventional sense. Smith & Wesson's Model 500 is legendary for chambering the 500S and W Magnum, one of the most powerful production revolver rounds. Seniors who pick it up might be awed by its heft, often exceeding 56 ounces in longer-barreled versions. The payoff is extraordinary stopping power, typically used for big game hunting or wilderness protection. The double-action trigger is heavy enough to handle monstrous forces, and many owners prefer single action for precise shots. Recoil, even with muzzle brakes, can be punishing to arthritic wrists. Some revolver watchers buy custom finishes, porting, or extended barrels, driving up costs. While impressive at the range, it's hardly a practical, everyday carry option for most seniors. The cylinder holds 5 rounds, and each round is typically more expensive than standard ammo. The steel build stands up to repeated blasts, but adds weight that hinders concealability. Accuracy at moderate distances can be excellent if you can manage the recoil. In real self-defense scenarios, over-penetration becomes a concern, as the 500 Magnum can blast through multiple barriers. Many owners treat the Model 500 as a conversation piece or a special-purpose gun for extreme tasks. Maintaining it requires careful cleaning of the massive chambers and muzzle brake ports to prevent lead or powder buildup. The price is high, both for the revolver itself and the ammo. Seniors seeking a calmer shooting experience likely prefer lighter calibers. Still, the Model 500 commands respect for raw power. It stands as the ultimate outlier in personal firearms. If you want bragging rights, sure. Yet, for routine concealed carry, the weight and recoil overshadow practicality. Finally, if you think that's over the top, the last revolver is equally flashy while offering questionable daily use. Often labeled a hand cannon, the Desert Eagle is not technically a revolver, but is included here for its large caliber bravado and questionable practicality, especially for seniors. Usually chambered in .50 Action Express or .44 Magnum, it weighs around 4.5 pounds loaded, sometimes more, making it heavier than certain rifles. The gas-operated system is rare among handguns, aiming to manage recoil. Nonetheless, the muzzle blast is enormous. Owners frequently add flashy finishes, like gold plating or tiger stripes, that crank up the price without boosting real function. Despite a single-action trigger that can feel crisp, controlling this monstrous pistol under recoil can be a chore, especially for older hands. Magazine capacity sits at 7 or 8 rounds, which is modest given the gun's size. Concealment is nearly impossible unless you wear a large coat or carry it in a dedicated case. Some seniors might appreciate the Desert Eagle's intimidation factor, but everyday tasks like walking or riding in a car become awkward when hauling so much weight at the waist. Accuracy can be decent if you have the upper body strength to keep the muzzle stable, but most self-defense scenarios rarely demand .50 AE power. Maintenance is more involved than typical revolvers or simpler semi-autos. The gas system must be cleaned thoroughly. The high cost of ammo plus potential wrist strain further limits routine practice. For collectors or those who enjoy novelty firearms, it might be a dream piece. For practical concealed carry, it sits at the end of the scale, overshadowed by lighter, more comfortable options. This final entry reminds us that bigger is not always better, particularly when seniors look for easy handling and dependable performance in everyday life. Which model stood out to you? Share your thoughts and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more honest firearm reviews and tips.